Welcome to Draw Tip Tuesday. Here's your weekly dose of inspiration to build a creative habit, one drawing at a time. Brought to you by Sketchbook School. Hi, welcome to Draw Tip Tuesday. Do you ever get that feeling that a page feels too overwhelming because it's too empty? I sometimes have that, especially if I feel like I don't have the right tools with me. Actually, that's kind of an excuse that I'm making for myself to not dive in. Here's an example of how to solve that. So I drew this page sitting outside, and then at some point I was done with it. I drew the people that were sitting on the bench, and I drew a little bit of the background of the street that I was looking into. I didn't feel like going on with it on the other side of the page. I was just sort of done, and also I needed to leave, so I sort of ran out of time. But then I was left with this big white space on the right-hand side. So the next day, I opened up my sketchbook, and I did bring my sketchbook, but I forgot to bring my pencil case. I had been filling my fountain pens with fresh ink, and then they were still back home on the table. And I didn't bring any pens. I didn't even have a loose pen somewhere, lost in my bag. I felt kind of bummed because I had been looking forward to use my freshly filled pens. But luckily my husband was with me, and he did have a pen with him. And he had a great pen, the Uniball I rollable pen. It's one of my favorites. He loves writing with them. I love drawing with them. So that came in very handy. But then still, I had a great pen, and I was still sort of whining. I didn't bring my watercolors. I couldn't do what I planned to do, like use a lot of color and nah. So I decided, you know what? Stop the whining. Let's just draw. And if I can't fill the page with a certain watercolor style painting, maybe I should just draw small frames, and then in each frame I will draw something that I see around me. And there were lots of people around us. So I was like, you know what? This is a great practice to draw people. And so I did. And this is how I filled the page. Just getting over myself and having a lot of fun, actually. And I really like how the page turned out. So that's a great tip if you feel overwhelmed by a scene, if you feel overwhelmed by all the white space on your page. Just break it up into frames. So what I could do today for Draw Tip Tuesday is divide my page in 3 frames. And in those 3 frames, I can tell the story of this Draw Tip Tuesday video. So I'll start with drawing the tools that I'm using. And then, of course, the camera, very important, camera that's capturing it all. And I have my phone next to me because it has all sorts of notes and a lot of ideas for other Draw Tip Tuesdays as well. And that's how you do it. Capturing a story, a situation, breaking it all down into small bits and pieces that don't feel overwhelming and are actually fun bit by bit. And then they become one whole story. I hope this really helps you to keep creating, keep filling those pages, keep thinking about different ways to fill your sketchbook pages as well. So maybe today you can just fill a page with some frames. You can do really small ones, you can do really large ones, whatever you like, and draw your day. I hope you have fun, and I'll see you next week. Bye.